We are at the newly commissioned FHA shopping mall in Lugbe. Welcome to FHA Weekly. I am Kolawole. We begin today's edition with the latest developments in the Federal Housing Authority on FHA Round the Clock.
The Federal Housing Authority has deployed a range of advanced material testing machines to evaluate and certify building materials used across its housing projects nationwide. This is to uphold highest standards of construction and safety. The engineers say the move underscores the authority's commitment to ensuring that every structure built under its supervision meets global standards of durability, safety, and reliability. At the heart of FHA's new quality assurance process is the universal testing machine, which measures the strength of materials like concrete and steel under both tension and compression, confirming that every component can withstand real-world pressure and maintain long-term structural integrity. The FHA also showcased its compression testing machine used to determine the load-bearing capacity of blocks, bricks, and concrete samples taken directly from project sites. This ensures that only materials that meet the set standards are approved for use in housing development. To complement this, the tensile testing machine evaluates the strength and flexibility of reinforcement materials such as steel rods and wires, confirming that the reinforcing elements in FHA buildings can safely handle structural stress over time. The authority also employs the rubber detector, an electronic device that identifies and measures steel reinforcements embedded in concrete without causing damage, ensuring that engineers verify spacing and placement according to design specifications. For soil and foundation analysis, the dynamic cone penetrometer provides critical data on soil strength and compaction. By determining the soil's bearing capacity, the FHA guarantees that every building stands on a solid foundation.
As the rod containing the cone is driving in, you can see the rod has already been gravitated. So we are taking the depth of penetration and taking the records. We will be having a progressive increase in the number of count of blows. So with that number of blows and penetration depths taken from the site, now go back and do our computation using the engineering relations. So for here, we collect data.
In addition, the ultrasonic pulse velocity UPV testing machine and the rebound hammer are vital tools for non-destructive concrete testing. The UPV detects cracks and weak points, while the rebound hammer checks surface hardness, both ensuring that concrete remains strong and reliable long after completion. To preserve steel structures, the authority uses the POSI Tector Coating Thickness Gauge, which measures protective paint and galvanization layers to prevent corrosion and extend the lifespan of steel components. Through these advanced testing and inspection technologies, the Federal Housing Authority continues to strengthen its mission, delivering safe, durable, and high-quality housing for Nigerians.
I will declare this commission.
The Managing Director, CEO of the Federal Housing Authority, FHA, has reaffirmed the authority's commitment to supporting Nigerians' access to affordable housing through its subsidiary, the FHA Mortgage Bank. Speaking at the commissioning of the bank's new head office in Gwarimpa, The MD CEO described the development as a milestone that not only expands the institution's capacity but also contributes to job creation in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision. He emphasized that the FHA Mortgage Bank remains one of the most reliable mortgage institutions in Nigeria, serving both the formal and informal sectors.
For the informal sectors, which I've always been crying out for, that is very critical for us, we are calling up to them to patronize us. Our product is out there. We've done in Ibadan, Ajoda, through the FHA Mortgage Bank, which we've seen in formal sector, people coming in and formal sector. So we're out there to serve the people and to make sure people get value for their money.
The Managing Director, CEO of FHA Mortgage Bank, Mr. Hayatudeen Awwal, has assured Nigerians of the bank's capacity to deliver affordable mortgage financing in a transparent and efficient manner. Speaking at the commissioning of the bank's new head office in Gwarimpa, Mr. Awwal noted that the facility represents a renewed confidence in FHA Mortgage Bank. According to him, the modern and conducive work environment will enhance staff efficiency, professionalism and service delivery to customers.
In FHA Mortgage Bank, what we're able to do is to build internal capacity. Staff that understand, the entire mortgage sector, from the National Housing Fund, which is given at 6% with a tenure of 30 years, and you can access up to 50 million naira. Now we have the Ministry of Finance Real Estate Investment Fund. You can access up to 100 million, and the interest rate equally is 9.47. And you will have a tenure of up to 20 years. So
Mr. Awwal further stressed that the bank operates with zero tolerance for corruption, giving customers the assurance that their savings and mortgage applications are secured. He encouraged Nigerians to have confidence in FHA Mortgage Bank as it continues to make home ownership more accessible across the country.
In this edition of FHA 101, we will be speaking with the Managing Director of FHA Mortgage Bank, Hayatudeen Awwal, on how Nigerians can access affordable homes and pay with ease. Welcome, sir.
thank you very much.
So, sir, I'd like you to explain to me how possible is it to get a mortgage and what are the services that FHA Mortgage Bank offers?
Thank you very much. FHA Mortgage Bank is a primary mortgage bank licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation with the mandate to facilitate access to affordable home ownership mortgage. And that we do in collaboration with other federal government initiatives. For example, we are working with the Federal Mortgage Bank to facilitate access to the National Housing Funds on behalf of our customers. And the process of accessing the National Housing Fund is once you are a Nigerian, 18 years, you are eligible to contribute 2.5% of your monthly income to the scheme. And if you are able to do that, for 6 months, you are eligible to access a mortgage of up to 50 million naira. And the tenure of that mortgage is 30 years, of course, subject to your age or years in service at an interest rate of 6%.
Okay, you mentioned that once you are above 18 years,
yes,
you are eligible. So what are the criteria? Because I'm sure there are a lot of young people who are civil servants now or even work for private organizations that want to own a mortgage.
Very important. Once you are a citizen, irrespective of the status of your employment as informal or informal sector, once you are earning 3,000 naira and above, all you need to do is to register with the National Housing Fund scheme as a contributor. And if you are able to do that, for 6 months, you are eligible to access the fund. So your commencement point is to come to FHA Mortgage Bank, open an account. The account is a target account. You open an account with just 5,000 naira, and you now will profile you, evaluate you to know the size of your mortgage based on your monthly income. How much can you afford? How much mortgage can be able to, your salary can carry? We're under obligation that no repayment should exceed 1/3 of your monthly income, meaning 1/3 of your monthly income supposed to be the repayment. So we will determine the size of your affordability, and we'll tell you if you can afford X amount of money, and then we now match you with properties that we have available. In case you are equally interested in buying a property that is outside our portfolio, you get an offer letter, you bring the offer letter to us, we'll carry out legal search on the offer letter, we'll do valuation, and then we will now profile you, package the application to the Federal Mortgage Bank, and Federal Mortgage Bank will evaluate the application and will now disburse the funds to us, and then we'll now pay on your behalf to the vendor.
So, sir, I'd like you to shed more light on how you actually merge your clients. How do you profile them? And then you said something that if a particular property is not under you, it's not under your organization, there are other ways that you can help them to get that property through mortgage. Can you shed more light on that?
Thank you very much. Nigeria is a signatory to the International Labour Law, which says no employee should be given a mortgage which repayment exceed 1/3 of his monthly income. Okay. And therefore, what we do is you supply your statement of account if you are not in the formal sector, if you don't have a payslip, or you give us your statement of monthly income. Through that, we'll now use your age. In the civil service, you're supposed to retire at the age of 60, or if you have spent 35 years working under the civil service. So whichever one comes first. Your age, 60 minus your age, that will be the tenure of the loan. And now the interest on the loan is 6%. That will determine your affordability. And once we're able to determine your affordability, that will now allow you to make an informed decision. Like I've said, we have houses being developed and constructed by our parent company, the Federal Housing Authority. Those houses are across the 36 states of the Federation. We have them currently in Buari, we have them in Gombe, we have them in Kaduna, Goningora, and we have them in Ajoda, Oyo states. So those houses are available, and equally the parent company FHA is rolling out mass production of affordable houses in over 26 states of the Federation.
Sir, if we are being really sincere, there are a lot of Nigerians that are already very skeptical about mortgage in Nigeria. So what are you doing? What is FHA Mortgage Bank doing to renew Nigerians' trust in the mortgage services?
Let me first of all inform Nigerians that our dear President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, immediately he assumed office, he make the Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development assign somebody who is a full-fledged architect with capacity. Beyond the Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, he strengthened the Federal Mortgage Bank, and we have what we call Ministry of Finance Incorporation, Ministry of Finance Real Estate Investment Trust Fund, MOFI. Under the MRIF, citizens can equally access mortgage up to 100 million. Mr. President equally strengthened the federal FHF, Family Home Funds. Under FHF, they are financing the demand and supply angle under what they call Help to Own. Under Help to Own, you can equally access mortgage, and all that FHA is leading, FHA Mortgage Bank is leading in terms of facilitating access to mortgage. Therefore, we can call Mr. President Mr. Housing. And Nigerians' advocacy is ongoing. If you go around Abuja, you see a lot of billboards, and we in FHA Mortgage Bank, we're always engaging with our customers, cooperative societies, unions, and so on and so forth, advocating to them, restoring confidence in them. And where you're aware of the renewed hope agenda, renewed home ownership under the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. That was the first assignment Mr. President, did. He performed the groundbreaking ceremony of over 3,000 houses to be delivered in Karsana district of Abuja. So I can tell Nigerians that this effort is real. This effort, plenty of Nigerians have accessed mortgages already, and they're living in their own houses.
So can you also break down the process of mortgage, how it relates to FHA framework?
Thank you very much. Going forward, the chairman of FHA Mortgage Bank, who is the managing director of the Federal Housing Authority, Honorable Ojo Oyetunde, had realized the importance of end-user-driven initiative. Therefore, his target is all houses that are to be developed will be off-taker-driven. Off-take-driven in the sense that we take consideration of affordability of the target off-takers, which is the constituency of Mr. President, the ordinary Nigerian. Therefore, all houses, we are in the process of harvesting data. Data is information. Information is power. So we have, through our website, you can download our forms, fill it, and using that, you don't have to come physically. We'll profile you and send you a certificate of mortgage to tell you this is how much you can afford. That is the beginning. And then you also go online to open an account with us, and we'll now give you an allocation letter, an offer letter. With the offer letter, we'll use to originate mortgage on whichever funding option you decide. The low income and middle income earners are the ones that definitely do require a mortgage, if we were being sincere. But are you giving any special considerations to these low-income earners? Yes. Like I've mentioned, the parent company has rolled out what they call, rent-to-own. Rent-to-own is an idea where you be an owner-occupier of your house. In some instances, you pay zero equity. And beyond the rent-to-own option, there is what they call retirement savings account. The RSA window was equally approved to assist citizens, especially those in formal employment. Normally, it is required that you pay equity contribution, and that usually is being asked you pay in en bloc. So it was discovered that it is difficult for citizens to pay en bloc. For example, if you are accessing a house that is up to 10 million naira, you are expected to make a down payment of 5%. And not everybody can afford to make that bulk payment of the equity contribution. So the laws now allow you to access 25% of your retirement savings account to pay for the equity. So the RSA window is there, and I want to inform you that we in FHA Mortgage Bank has facilitated access to this mortgage to well over 6,000 Nigerians. Which of the FHA estates are these mortgage schemes available at? Yes, as I've mentioned now, we have currently a very beautiful construction going on in Buari district of Abuja. Already we have houses standing, and we have already originated mortgages to our customers. They are living in those houses in Gombe, the Gombe state capital. Equally, we've done similar thing in Goningora. Goningora is a district in Kaduna, and those are directly developed and constructed by the parent company, the Federal Housing Authority. But under the FMBM funding option window, we have delivered mortgages on 112 housing units in Ikorodu in Lagos. We have equally delivered well over 250 housing units in Gwagwalada district of Abuja, Kuje district. We've done that in Medile Kano. We're doing that in Kaduna Millennium City. Put together, we have delivered over 1,200 housing units. Are you also giving opportunities to partner with private companies or cooperative societies to enable their staffs also to have mortgages? Thank you very much. The PPP unit, the private-public partnership unit of the Federal Housing Authority, is one of the most dynamic units of the agency. And in collaboration with the federal, with us, FHA Mortgage Bank, we have delivered 100 units of terrace houses in Lugbe. That's the district of Abuja. Equally, we are partnering with well over 50 genuine private estate developers, and we have active sites, more than 30 active sites across various districts in Abuja here. We have them in Kaduna, we have them in Enugu, Owerri, and Lagos. All those houses are available to Nigerians for Nigerians to access. Are you also creating a system or platforms where people can manage their funds and also to be able to check the processes, the progress of their mortgage and how much they have left to pay? Yes, thank you very much. We in FHA Mortgage Bank, what we started was to create a perfect platform for us to go digital. So you can access all our functions, online 24/7. You can download our forms, you can track your payment. You can make your payment at the comfort of your office, of your home, without really going to fill any form.
Can you tell us how those in the diaspora can have access to mortgages?
The FHA Mortgage Bank, we had commenced discussion with the Diaspora Commission. So we have a window where the Nigerians in diaspora can fill our forms, access our services online 24/7. And once they're able to see a house, a property that fits into their budget and fits into their description, the process is seamless. We'll now work with them. And we're equally working with the parent company, the Federal Housing Authority, to develop what we call the diaspora estate. This diaspora estate now taking into consideration the peculiarity of Nigerians in diaspora is being developed to really fit or to suit their purpose.
Okay. Thank you again for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Let us take a short break and we will return with FHA Weekly.
Planning to develop on your land within an FHA estate? Here's everything you need to know about why you need a building approval and common mistakes to avoid. Building approval is not just the paperwork. It is your first step to ensure your structure meets planning, safety, and environmental standards. Here are the common mistakes that can delay or deny your building approval. Your building deserves a strong foundation. For more inquiries, contact our customer support or visit www.fha.gov.ng. FHA, uniting Nigerians through housing.
Up next is the voucher.
Hello, my name is Omalaya Fakiesi and I'm with the Federal Housing Authority. Finding a good home isn't always easy, and that's why we are right here on the streets to find out from everyday people what challenges they have faced, their thoughts on government housing, and what matters most to them when renting or buying a property. Let's go hear what they have to say. What are the challenges you faced so far in trying to get decent accommodation?
Decent accommodation is expensive. Decent accommodation requires a lot of work. But oftentimes, even in the decent accommodation, before you get it, sometimes you find it difficult to get it. And if you get it, you pay through your nose.
What's your biggest concern when it comes to renting or buying a property?
The biggest concern is security. Another thing is cleanness of the environment.
Would you be willing to live in government-built estates like the one managed by FHA? Can you consider living in properties like that?
But if Federal Housing Authority can come up as we used to know them, they are the best to go with. With them, there will be no cheating. You know that you are dealing with a face.
What is your biggest concern when it comes to renting or buying a property?
Obviously, cost as well. Most houses are very expensive.
What are your challenges? What challenges have you faced so far when it comes to getting decent accommodation?
Cost. That's the major challenge. In fact, I think that's the only challenge itself, cost. Because I've seen decent accommodation, but cost is the main thing. Yeah.
So would you consider living in government-built estates like the one managed by the Federal Housing Authority?
It's not the one of this thing that's the problem, is the living arrangements. Is it nice? If it's nice enough to live in, why not?
And that is it on the voucher. Itunu, over to you.
That's it on FHA Weekly. For enquiries, visit fha.gov.ng, or you can engage with us on Instagram and X. I am Itunu Kalawale.